Inside the life of vultures. What thought crosses your mind when you think of vultures? To most people, they are nothing more than filthy and useless scavengers. If you have the same opinion, consider your views changed by the end of the video. Vultures play an extremely vital role in the ecosystems of all continents except Antarctica and Australia. Why not in Antarctica and Australia? Well, because vultures are not found on these two continents. Find out the importance of vultures in the ecosystem and why they are absent from Antarctica and Australia by watching this insider about vultures' life till the end. Vultures may not be the most glamorous birds, but they are certainly some of the most fascinating and essential creatures in the animal kingdom. These large birds of prey belong to the Accipitridae family, including eagles, hawks, kites, and harriers. Vultures are scavenger birds feeding on the carcasses of dead animals. Habitat. 23 vulture species inhabit almost all parts of the world. Vultures are further divided into the Old World vultures and the New World vultures. Old World vultures are found in Europe, Africa, and Asia, and are more closely related to eagles and hawks than New World vultures. They have sharp, hooked beaks for tearing flesh, relying primarily on their excellent eyesight to locate carrion. New World vultures inhabit North and South America. The distinct evolutionary lineage evolved separately from the Old World vultures. They have weaker beaks than their Old World counterparts and rely on their sense of smell to locate carrion. Lifespan. Vultures have relatively long lifespans compared to other birds, with some species living up to 30 years in the wild. Biology. Vultures' unique biology allows them to thrive in their environments. Head. Vultures have a distinctive appearance due to their bald heads and necks. Their bald head helps them maintain hygiene while feeding on carrion. When vultures feed on carcasses, they often stick their heads deep into the carcass to reach the meat. The feathers around their heads and necks would become dirty and matted with blood and other bodily fluids from the carcass, making it difficult for them to stay clean. The lack of feathers around their head and neck means there is no place for dirt and blood to accumulate. Instead, they can easily wipe their heads clean on the ground or with their wings after feeding. Having a bald head also helps vultures regulate their body temperature. Vultures often soar at high altitudes, where temperatures can be pretty chilly. Their bare heads allow them to dissipate excess heat and keep cool. Feathers. Vultures' thick and oily feathers are unlike those of other birds. They are thinner and less dense, helping vultures regulate their body temperature more effectively at high altitudes. Vultures' feathers also have a unique chemical composition that helps prevent the growth of bacteria and pathogens. Researchers have found that vulture feathers contain high levels of certain antibacterial agents, helping to protect the birds from the bacteria and other pathogens in decaying carcasses. Vision. Vultures' eyes are positioned on their head sides, giving them a wide field of view and allowing them to spot movement from far away. This is important for finding carrion, which can be scattered over large areas. Vultures' eyes also have a higher density of light-sensitive cells in their eyes, allowing them to spot carrion from high altitudes, where they can fly for hours without expending much energy. Smell. With highly developed olfactory bulbs in their brains, vultures detect the scent of a decaying animal, even from high altitudes and up to a mile, 2 kilometers, away. Their unusual ability to distinguish between different stages of decay in a carcass helps them locate the freshest and most nutritious food sources while avoiding old and bacteria-infested carcasses. Wings. Vulture wings are large, broad, and aerodynamic, allowing them to soar for hours. The wingspan of the Andean condor, one of the largest vulture species, can reach up to 10 feet, 3 meters long. Their V-shaped design provides stability and maneuverability, while the lightweight construction and unique feather structure allow efficient flight and adjustments in the flight path. Digestive system. The highly acidic stomach of vultures digests spoiled or rotten meat easily. The acidity of a vulture's stomach is so high that it can destroy many harmful pathogens, helping to prevent the spread of disease. Behavior. Social behavior. Vultures are social birds that often gather in large groups or wake to feed on carrion. These gatherings are often called a committee or venue of vultures. They have been observed engaging in social behaviors such as vocalizing, grooming, and territorial displays. Their complex system of dominance hierarchies dictates access to food and mates. Vultures also have a unique ability to communicate with each other over long distances using their keen eyesight. They use body language, such as wing flapping, to communicate and follow one another to feeding sites or water sources. So, recall their social behavior if you are confused about vultures being the only known vertebrates to adopt scavenging as their basic food source. Breeding. Vultures are social birds and mate for life. They build large nests in trees or on cliffs where they raise their chicks. Vultures' mating behaviors vary depending on the species. Generally, vultures are monogamous and form long-term pair bonds with their mates. Vulture mating season varies depending on the species and location, but it typically occurs in the spring or summer when food is abundant. Some species, such as the turkey vulture, may breed twice yearly. During the breeding season, males often engage in elaborate courtship displays to attract females. These displays may involve dancing, vocalizing, and presenting sticks or other objects to the female. Once a bond is established, the male and female build a nest, a simple scrape in the ground, or a more elaborate structure built in a tree or cliff. Parenting. After building the nest, the female lays 1 or 2 eggs, which both parents incubate. Some species of vultures, such as the king vulture, lay only 1 egg at a time, while others, like the turkey vulture, lay up to 3. Once the eggs hatch, both parents care for the young, known as chicks. Vultures possess strong parental instincts and fiercely defend their chicks from predators or threats. Importance in the ecosystem. Deny it if you may, but vultures play a vital role in maintaining the healthy balance of the ecosystem. They are nature's cleanup crew because they help prevent disease spread by removing dead animals from the environment. Without vultures, the carcasses of dead animals would remain on the ground for longer periods, attracting bacteria, maggots, and other insects that carry diseases. This could lead to the spread of diseases to other animals and even humans. In addition, they also aid nutrient cycling in the ecosystem. By breaking down animal remains, vultures return the nutrients to the soil. This process helps fertilize the soil, promoting plant growth and promoting a healthy ecosystem. Furthermore, vultures provide food for other scavengers such as jackals and hyenas, which in turn contribute to the balance of the food chain. Now you must be at your seat's edge to learn why such important scavengers are missing from Australia and Antarctica. Vultures are not found in Antarctica because the continent is covered by ice and snow, with no land animals for vultures to feed on. Antarctica has no permanent resident birds, except for some seabirds that breed in the coastal areas during summer. So vultures are going to stay away from that one. As far as their absence in Australia is concerned, it is because there are no native vulture species on the continent. The nearest vulture populations are found in Southeast Asia and the Indian subcontinent, but they're separated from Australia by vast stretches of ocean. Additionally, Australia has its unique ecosystem and biodiversity, with its specialized scavengers, such as wedge-tailed eagles, evolved to fill the ecological niche of vultures. So, tell us in the comments section, will you still see vultures as unworthy scavengers after watching this video? Or will you help us draw attention to an alarming decline in local vulture populations due to habitat loss, poisoning, and hunting to ensure they remain vital in maintaining healthy ecosystems? Kindly write "Conserve Vultures" in the comments section and share your views about the video. Stay tuned for more fascinating updates from the animal kingdom.